Welcome back, welcome back. This is We Sports, this is Sports Talk, and we are talking football in Trinidad and Tobago. Football very much in the news in Trinidad and Tobago, for those of you who may have missed it. We've got with us Jelani Peters, the captain of Queen's Park Rangers, and Siobhan.
St. Anne's Rangers.
Oh, St. Anne's Rangers, Queen's Park Rangers are putting them in the Premiership, yes? That'll be good, eh? Tell me, eh?
Of course.
Everything changed. Everything changed, including the set that they won, of course. Certainly. And of course, yes, St. Anne's Rangers. And Siobhan Sean, also a player at St. Anne's Rangers. Jelani, tell us about your best moment in football so far.
Wow.
It could be with Rangers or it could have been at school. What's been your best moment?
Probably a game in minor league. That was probably, I used to play minor league probably 4 years ago.
Right.
When
What club?
no, just Gems. Gems was the name of the club.
Okay, fine.
And my brother, he was in the post and he threw a ball for me out on the left back.
Right.
I believe the score was 2-1
In your favor?
in our favor. And
right.
probably the last 5 minutes of the game, and I just strike the ball from left back to the next post and scored.
That's a good distance, a good shot.
Yes, it was.
I'm sure you wish you had footage of it. Eh?
Sure.
Yeah. How it felt?
Well, I was shocked.
Right.
By the time everybody just came and jumped on me, that was a
It
very
made you
nice.
want to become a striker?
No, not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Not really. Let me ask Siobhan. Siobhan, what's been your best moment?
I'd say defeating St. Augustine when I was going to El Dorado. That was our rivals, and I had two of my neighbors who playing for St. Augustine.
Right.
So, there's a bit of banter coming
Right.
up to the game. And they had a number of under 20 players and so on at the time. And at that point in time, El Dorado didn't really have, many big names. So the expectation was that St. Augustine was going to beat us.
Right.
And El Dorado won the match 2-1. Right. And I remember going back home the same evening, looking for the guys, expecting a way to say, let me see what talk they'll come with. And they couldn't see, the streets were clear.
Yeah,
Nobody wasn't coming out.
They're gone.
Yeah, so that was probably one of the better moments for me,
What's been your worst moment though now for you?
Wow. I would say probably in Intakal as well. There might be some footage of this. I remember playing against Hillview in the Center of Excellence. This was before they had the turf.
Right.
So it was still a grass pitch at that time. And a guy picked up the ball on Hillview's right side, our left, and was cutting across the box. And as I was about to turn, I slipped and fell face first in a puddle of water. And the guy went on to score from that very move. So I probably made player of the day. I saw the replay about 3 times, slow motion. It was not a pretty sight.
You have it?
Nah, I didn't. It's all right.
Well, let me ask Jelani, what's been your worst moment?
Wow. Probably last season.
Yeah.
First game of the Pro League, play against W Connection. During the preseason, I was there from start to finish, and probably 2 weeks before the first game, some guys came in, registered, start in front of me. I sat on the bench for the whole 90. Wow. That was
tough,
a hurtful moment.
But it drove you on, obviously.
It drove me on.
In terms of opponents, when you look back, I mean, in the Pro League now, and tell us about the different styles you've seen, playing W Connection as against maybe playing against Central or playing against Jabote or Police or the Defence Force. How is it? As a defender, as a left back? And I'm going to ask the same question to Siobhan, obviously.
Well, the Police and the Defence Force, they always have a physical brand. They like to run plenty. Connection, Central, they like to pass the ball, but they still play physical, but they play more tactics. So I believe Connection and the other teams, we can match force and in terms of how we play.
Right.
But the connections, and then we had to come good, we had to play discipline, we had to stay focused on the field, always on point.
What do you tell the young players when you go out into the field? I mean, it's a new season, you all have played 2 matches. What do you tell the players? Because even though you're young, you don't want to lose, obviously.
True. Well, I just stay focused at all times. Let us just play our roles and play discipline at all times, no matter what the cost, no matter what the score is, always stay disciplined.
Because when you go 1-0 down, the tendency in some teams, particularly
Drop your
inexperienced teams, is to drop your head
Sure.
or try to let's go forward and look for a goal, and then of course expose the defense, obviously.
That's where the discipline came into. So I believe once we stay disciplined, and even if we don't, once we play to our plan, I believe we'll get back the goals. Once we stay focused.
Siobhan, from your point of view, in terms of the different teams that you would have seen, just as Jelani identified them, whether they be the protective services team, the police, the defense forces against W Connection and Central, different styles.
Well, as you mentioned, teams like W Connection, Caledonia, these are teams that like to put the ball down on the ground and move it around. So definitely you need to keep shape, when you're playing against these teams. And you could expect a more physical battle when you play the likes of police or defense force. As he said, we have a saying at the club: responsibility, organization, and discipline. Those are three key components to how we play. Also, we say, my ball, my game. So after we've been responsible, organized, and disciplined, and we get the ball back, now we need to use this opportunity to express ourselves on the pitch. So that's how we try to approach any game. Obviously, some games you have to be a little more disciplined than others. You have to respect the fact that when Connection come to play, they want the ball more than you. They want to keep it more than you. The same with Caledonia. But we can't believe that when we get it, we can now do the same. We can express ourselves and move it around.
What about the coach? You have a young coach as well?
Yeah, Mr. Jason Spence. I believe this is his first year coaching, at this level. He coached the under-21 team, so he's very familiar with a lot of the guys. So it's a easy transition. I kind of think of him as Pep Guardiola, how Pep made the step from coaching Barca B to move up to coach the senior team, and then he went on to win so many titles. So hoping that he could have these success.
How you would describe his style? I'll ask the same question to Jelani. How would you describe his style?
Well, actually, I believe Barcelona is a club that he patterns his tactics from, in terms of keeping the ball, in terms of how you keep shape and so on. So I'd like to say he's one that likes to see the ball moving, but he also respects the situation that we're in with regards to having these young players who may not have the experience of some of the other clubs and may not know exactly what to do at certain times. He would respect that. That's why he pays so much attention to the defensive aspect. But he definitely likes to see when we're going forward, guys expressing themselves and, making the game look nice, as he says.
Jelani, how you describe the coach?
Spence, I describe him as a friendly guy. He builds a relationship with his players, and that is important.
Yeah.
Not just knowing the player on the field, but off the field as well. And he likes nice football. I mean, he always tells us play discipline at all times. He always try to give us small-sided games, plenty football. So, well, I don't know if he patterns Barca, but it looks like he patterns Barca. But I say he's doing good for.
How hard is the training? What's the training schedule like? Tell us.
Wow. Well, we just mix morning, evening.
Right.
Like days when probably like you see like we're on a break right now, international break.
Right.
This week was kind of tough.
Yeah, more training.
Probably from Monday we started to prepare for police.
Right.
That kind of thing.
But what is the training like? Is it 1 hour, 2 hours? How it works?
2 hours.
2 hour sessions.
2 hour sessions.
How you keep your body focused and your mind focused so that it means. I mean, people will say you're a young guy, and not that Siobhan is not a young guy, but you're a young guy, so you might have a lot of distractions. How you avoid that? And that's what Siobhan. He could have a lot of distractions at his age.
Yeah, true.
Indeed.
No,
when you're 20 years old, you feel you can do anything.
No,
like Michael, you feel you can do anything.
I focus. Well, not me. I train, come home, rest, get something to eat properly.
Right.
Training again. That is my cycle.
And what about the other guys around, the younger guys in the team? How you keep them balanced and ensure that they also doing that? You're the captain, obviously.
I'll try to tell them to get themselves in nothing like minor league, 1 or 2 hours a week. 2 hours a session.
2 hour sessions.
So, well, I don't know if he patterns Barca, but it looks like he patterns Barca. But I say he's doing good for.
How Right.
Try to prevent going and play to get injured and could affect the team. These things, tell them eat proper. That is it.
Siobhan, from your point of view, the training, tell us about how the training has impacted on you. We know you're coming back from an injury, but how the training has impacted on you?
Great, actually. I had a little joke at a point in time throughout the team where the guys were saying we look like St. Anne's Rangers, Memphis, because of the amount of running that we would do.
Right. I know Memphis,
at a point, we were doing a lot of running at a point in time, but definitely the guys have said they feel a lot fitter. It assisting them in their overall game. And that's something that you always have to guard against when you're dealing with younger guys. Sometimes they don't understand why you do certain things. So they would see we would come out a day and if they see the sticks up, they know okay, running today, and they
might the 6 me out because you're gonna run in a circle.
So they're saying, boy, that's going to be tough today. But now that guys actually seeing, the changes with the body, changes with the fitness, they enjoy having that time. But as the season started, obviously the training changed a bit, so it's not as much running. So grateful for that as well.
In terms of your home, the support. What about support? How have you found the support for St. Anne's Rangers? Crowd support. It's hard to find.
Hard to find. Very hard to find.
Why you think? Honestly, Jelani?
Probably because we bottom the table last year.
Right, yeah.
But I believe that we can do better this year, and we will do better this year. But just if we get support as well, that will help us as well. That will be a big impact on our.
Siobhan, why the lack of support?
Well, as Jelani said, the results on the pitch would definitely have a lot to do with encouraging individuals to come out. However, what I could say is through the work I've also been doing with the club, with the social media and so on, and the administrative aspect, I think we're seeing an increase in the interaction with persons outside. And now that we could connect to people online, you're seeing a lot of family and friends, showing their support, and we actually saw a good bit of people come out to support Rangers in the first game. So it's just for the team now to, continue working hard, get our act together on the pitch, so that we just, finalize the approach and encourage more people to come out and support the team.
All right, we're going to take a short break here. This is We Sports. This is Sports Talk. Every Wednesday, you can join us from 8 p.m. until 9 p.m. We'll be back. We're talking football with members of St. Anne's Rangers football team.